Good day everyone. We're going to continue with our tutorial video on decimals. So our first topic is converting fractions to decimals. So we have 3 examples written on the board. Okay, so the first example is 3/4. So to reduce fractions into decimal, simply perform division. So we all know that the fraction bar, which is also the same term as vinculum, it represents division. So we do simply perform division. So 3 divided by 4, it will be 0.775, or we can read it as 75 hundredths. Okay, so then the second example, 4/5. So to change or to convert fraction to decimal, so we do division. So 4 divided by 5, it will be 0.8, or we can read it as 8/10. Then another example is 9/6, which 9 divided by 6 is equals to 1.5, or we can read it as 1 and 5/10. So this is how to convert fraction to decimal. Converting fraction to percent. To convert fractions to percent, change the fraction into decimal by performing division. Okay, so like what we have done a while ago. Okay, so this is fraction. We simply do division. So 3 divided by 4 equals 0.75. And then we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So this is the right side of the decimal places. So we need to move it 1 and 2, and then affix the percent symbol. Okay, write it down here. Okay, so when we move it to the right, okay, so this will become 75%. Okay, so there's another way also of doing it. We simply do 0.75, then multiply by 100%, then it will come up with the same result, 75%. Okay, then another example. Okay, so we have here a decimal 0.8 or 8/10. So we simply move the decimal point 2 places to the right, 1 and 2. So this will become 80%. Or another way of doing is 0.8 or 8/10 times 100%. So it will become 80%. So last example. Okay, so we have here 1 and 5/10 or 1.5. So simply move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Okay, so 1 and 2. Then we need to add additional 0, so it will look like this. Okay, so 150%. Or simply you can do 1.5 multiplied by 100%, so it will become 150%. Okay, so this is how to convert fraction to percent. Converting decimal to fraction. To change decimal to fraction, convert a decimal to a fraction with a denominator in multiples of 10. It can be 100, 1000, or etc. And then reduce the fraction to lowest terms if possible. And I have discussed on my previous videos on how to read and write decimal, so it will be very handy for you student in converting decimal to fraction, like we have here 0.75, or we can read it as 7500. So how are we going to change it to fraction? So we know that this is 7500, so we simply 75 over 100. Okay, so 75 over 100, because if we are going to divide 75 by 100, so the result will be 0.75 or 75 hundredths. And then reduce it to lowest terms. Okay, so we're going to use 25. Okay, so divide by 25. Okay, so 75 divided by 25, so it will be 3. And then 100 divided by 25 is 4. So our answer is 3/4. Okay, so another example. We have here 0.0286, or we can read it as 286 10,000s. Okay, so this is tenths, this is hundreds, this is thousands, and this, the last digit is 10,000s. Okay, so we simply do 286 over 10,000s. Because if we are going to divide 286 by 10,000s, so the result will be 0.0286 or 286 10,000s. Okay, and then we need to reduce it still to lowest terms. Okay, so we divide by 2. Okay, so 286 divided by 2, so the answer will be 143. And then 10,000 divided by 2, so the answer will be 5,000. Okay, so if you're going to check if your work is correct, simply do division. 143 divided by 5,000, so it will come up with the same answer of 0.0286 or 286 10,000s. Okay, so another example. We have here 375 thousandths or 0.375. Okay, so we simply do 375, okay, divide by 1,000. Okay, so this is the fractional part. Okay, so we need to reduce it to lowest terms, so we need to divide by 125. Okay, so the answer will be 375 divided by 125. It will be 3. And then 1,000 divided by 125. Okay, so 8. So our answer is 3, 8. Okay, so to check, try to do division of 3 over 8, and then it will come up with the same result, 0.375 or 375 thousandths. So this is how to convert decimals to fraction.